Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm back here with another video. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the news that just came in like 2 days ago, 3 days ago now, about the bid from SeaWorld about buying Cedar Fair. I'll tell you everything, what I think will happen, whether it'll happen or not, so let's get into the video. What's up everybody? Like I just said to you, I'm going to be talking about SeaWorld making a bid on Cedar Fair. I did a short on this, but it was only about 40 seconds long, so I really cannot get in depth. In this video, I'm going to dive a little deeper into this topic and everything, and this just crazy news in the industry. And let's get right into the video. So when I first heard this news, I was in school. Just looking at my Instagram, I see people start posts about this. I didn't know if it was true or not, and then I go to Google, look it up, and there's a bunch of news headlines on it. And like, here's the screenshot up on the screen now. I like literally couldn't believe it, to be honest with you. It was crazy, and I really never thought SeaWorld would try to go after Cedar Fair. If anything, I thought Cedar Fair would go after SeaWorld, but no. It was just so strange to me. SeaWorld overall probably is a bigger company just because of how well known they are compared to Cedar Fair, with even though the backlash that they've got, they're still pull through with very high attendance numbers every year. With their year-round operations too, it really helps them. So I don't know how good SeaWorld's doing, but right after the pandemic, this is something that I really didn't expect. For a company to want to spend $3.4 billion on a company. It's like, yeah, I get that this would bring them a lot of that revenue back because Cedar Fair is a very large chain, and they would definitely advance their portfolio across the country in terms of SeaWorld, with them having parks in California, Ohio, all over the country. And in terms of locations, all these parks would honestly work. Other than Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, and Kings Dominion, these parks could go either way. But these parks are rival parks, and really what fuels this a little bit of a coaster war down there, with them adding and trying to get bigger and better coasters every year and every few years. I don't really know who's winning, but Pantheon looks so good. Hope I get to ride it this year, next year. But that's not the point right now. I just don't know. My opinion, I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't think, considering SeaWorld took down a $4 billion offer from Six Flags, well, how long? 2 years ago now? 2019? So I don't know why they would take this unless Cedar Fair is actually in financial trouble. What we really don't think so, but after this pandemic, they definitely lost a lot of money. But I still think that this year really recovered them. They put, I would say, pretty good attendance numbers up from what I've heard. So like, Cedar Point was packed all year, so in my opinion, I think that their attendance numbers are back to almost what they were pre-pandemic. But I don't know official attendance numbers, only Cedar Fair knows that. So for all I know, they could still be in financial trouble. And if they are, this honestly could happen. I'm just saying it would be a possibility if they're not doing good right now in terms of money. But it's also Cedar Fair, and I don't know what SeaWorld would do adding that many new parks, and with all of them almost being amusement parks, with like Knott's Berry Farm being really their only theme park somewhat. I just don't know if they would know how to operate all these parks. Like some of these big parks like Kings Island and Cedar Point, even compared to some of the bigger SeaWorld parks, these parks are absolutely massive. And I don't think SeaWorld I don't know if they would know how to operate water parks, amusement parks, hotels, sports complexes, and so much land and everything. It's just crazy to me that this really was an offer that was actually true, that SeaWorld actually wants to buy Cedar Fair. My thoughts on it are it's not going to happen, even though it could, because they said they're going to take it in to consideration, and they're going to review it and see if it's what the company wants to do in the future. I don't know. I could never imagine seeing Cedar Point owned by SeaWorld, Kings Island owned by SeaWorld. Matter of fact, any Cedar Fair park owned by SeaWorld. But if you want to put your thoughts down below on what you think about this, I know some people think that this might actually be a good thing. The only good thing that might come out of this would be Intamin. Yes, Intamin. Because, honestly, after this Top Thrill accident, I really don't know if we'll ever see Cedar Fair work with Intamin as much as I would like to. And with some of these new rides Intamin has been making that have seemed to be a lot more reliable and safe, I don't know if we could see Intamin work with them in the next decade. There's a possibility, but we really don't know yet. And it could go either way, to be honest with you. And I would love to see, but SeaWorld is still working with Intamin, and I would love to see a new Intamin at Cedar Point. I'm assuming they would probably go forward with the plans that they have for the next few years of whatever they're going to build, because Cedar Point's got to get a coaster. I'm telling you, in the next 1 to 2 years, I almost guarantee you, that if a coaster construction somewhere in the park at Cedar Point is going to happen this season. And even though it's just a bit off topic, I think SeaWorld would have to go forward with these projects. But we're going on 5-6 years now without a coaster for Cedar Point, and I just couldn't see it happening. But I think that'll bring a close to this video. We've sort of been getting a little bit off topic, but it's all right. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below and tell me what you think about this deal, whether you think it should happen or whether it should not. Appreciate you all. If you like more content like this, subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications. If you like the video, I would appreciate if you would leave a like. And I think that's all on this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.